All right, guys and gals. We're doing randoms tonight. These are not pick your own team. These are randoms. Kyle, I put you on the Jays just to start because if I wouldn't be fair to anyway, what I was saying, sorry. Got a food truck event. I'm coordinating something there. Anyway, what I started to say is if we did pick your own team, man, it'd be a bloodbath. If you didn't get Yankees or something, people would shoot at me. I don't like to be shot at. So anyway, we're doing random baseball stuff tonight. We do have football helmets if you want to get into that, but I am going to start you on what you want, Kyle, and then maybe you'll get fortunate. Put a little Jamie Magic Mojo on there for you. Do not pay until we fill. These live field baseball things, this thing's just now catching on, so I don't want you to pay and then we have to hold your money for you, okay? Appreciate y'all coming out. I told Pete earlier that I may not do this, but I got back earlier than I thought from our family dinner, so figured I'd jump on and do our little baseball stuff and see if we can sell some stuff. We got our batting helmet series, which I'm kind of confused as why that's not taking off, because it's loaded. I mean, it really is. I mean, I can tell you right now, Mike Trout's a Hall of Famer, done deal. All right, so there's a Mike Trout helmet in this. Alonso's going to win Rookie of the Year in the National League. If he doesn't, he got robbed. Of course, Zach won the Yelich in the first break, so that batting helmet series is insane. It's $11 a team, 3 for $10. You can barely get, Altuve or Machado. Altuve's going to be a Hall of Famer. I don't know about Machado. Yankees, the bottom of the fourth, are going for their 100th win tonight. And the best record in baseball. I think they clinch if they win tonight. So, pretty tough division. Yep. Vladdy Jr.'s in that group. Trying to think who else. There's a few surprises in there. That baseball batting helmets series is crazy. I mean, the hit parade stuff's been hitting pretty good for us, and especially in the batting helmets, and it's cheap, but not really. I mean, you're talking about spots that are $4 more. Oh, there's a Bo Jackson Royals in there as well. Yeah, go Yankees. That's right. You're a Yankee fan? You just like to jump on the bandwagon. I've been a Yankee fan for nearly 40 years, and back then they sucked, so not really a bandwagon jumper for the most part. Fuck the Yankees. Yeah, I mean, it's a love-hate relationship. You either love them or you hate them. That's for sure. Let's see, I hate the Red Sox, so there's that part. Really hate them. Like, detest them. Loathe them, as they said in Planet of the Apes. Mr. Jim Paul's in the house. Buckeye breaks. Yeah, you're going to lose 100. Boy, back in my day, when first time I remember watching baseball, the Jays were good, you know. Or at least when I was watching a lot of baseball, not when I first started, but the Jays were good, man. The Jays and the Yankees were a real rivalry, and the Red Sox weren't very good. And I didn't detest them like I do now. So anyway, we're doing baseball stuff tonight. We've got our main event series still going. There are, 8 headliners left? 7 headliners left, and we have 22 helmets left. Yeah, 92, 93, back in the Joe Carter, Jesse Barfield days. Isn't that right, Kyle? Those are the names that I remember from then. I think maybe even, was Alomar on that team? One of those teams? All right, Zachary. Spit in the umpire's face. Who was it spit in the umpire? Oh, you talking about Alomar. Yeah. Well, I'll undo your bad juju there and move that over there. It just looks so good. Looks so full that way. Yeah, I remember that. You know, being a great player and having great character many times does not go hand in hand. And then you end up with somebody like Pujols, who is a class act and obviously a Hall of Famer. And probably the greatest player of our generation, as far as at least hitter goes. And I'm not including him in the Bonds, Griffey generation. I'm saying he's after that. So, Todd Alamar's 51. That makes me feel really old. Alomar still gets all the spotlights, and oh, well, that's because he's the franchise batting record holder for the Blue Jays. I mean, that's kind of a big deal, really. Lifetime batting average of 300. This thing I can say about that is he didn't play for the Yankees. Yeah, character means a lot to me when it comes to players. I don't give a damn how good they are. If they have piss poor character, or at least, everybody makes mistakes. Now, I'm not saying that perfection. But if you have a continued track record of being an asshole, Antonio Brown, for example, I'll never watch you. I'll never root for you. I will never draft you in a fantasy league. I don't care if it costs me the damn season. And with that guy, he's been a fantasy workhorse for years. Douchebag. Sorry. Somebody trying to compare him to Randy Moss. I mean, I think Randy, a lot of his antics, he knew what he was doing. I think Antonio Brown is just a scumbag. I really do. I just think he's just a bad guy, He's just an asshole. So, worse than that. I'm an asshole half the time. But, I mean, he's just a douchebag, man. And you don't want to downplay any of these sexual harassment or rape charges or whatever. But, innocent until proven guilty. But the guy's guilty of being a douchebag at the very least. I mean, he just is. And as much as I hate the Red Sox, it kind of spills over into the Patriots a little bit, even though kind of got to respect a little bit of what they've done. That's the greatest football coach of all time. And so I kind of hate the Patriots too, just because the Red Sox are in proximity. But I love the Celtics. Isn't that crazy? Weird. I'm a weirdo. I have really no basis on that, except that we got the Celtics games when I was a kid. We had one of those big satellite dishes, so it's there watch. Back when basketball didn't suck like it does now. I loved when they interviewed. I saw an interview with Bird, and I saw one with Jordan too, asking about how they would, talking about these super teams. Started with LeBron and D Wade, and then O'Neal and Kobe and all that. Now this crazy shit that's going on with the Warriors and whatnot. And they asked him, it's like, well, how would you like to play on the same team as Magic Johnson? And they're like, no, I wanted to compete with those guys. Old school. That's why I still love baseball, is that of the big three sports, I think it maintains its integrity of the sport more than the other two have, from start to finish. I mean, there's still some problems, the steroid issue, but hell, I mean, they've been using performance-enhancing drugs for years in every sport. This is a random, Scott. We're waiting on this to feel. This is going to be randomized. So I know that everybody's used to us coming off on eBay and having these spots open. Well, it's really, well, in some ways it is, Zach, but I mean, with the salary cap situation, it's not, because you can just outspend everybody, and then like the Yankees have done, and now the Red Sox are doing, and some other big teams following suit. I mean, it's just the way it is. And so I don't know. I think maybe you've had some super teams and didn't just pan out. I think it's more of a, I don't know. As a sport, the sport itself, I love baseball the most. As far as just the sport, you have have a defined individual part of the sport when you're at bat, and then you have a defined team portion of the sport. And even though basketball has become that, triangle offense, kick it out to Jordan, say, okay, everybody stand back and watch him. It's not intended to be an individual sport or have an individual time except for from the free throw line. And football, other than maybe the kicker, that's kind of a individual feat, but you still got people blocking for you. But you're standing up there with a baseball bat, it's you and him, and that's it. That's another thing I love about the game of golf, even though, I don't enjoy to watch it as much anymore. But as far as playing the game of golf, after I learned that I was never going to be very good at it, and I learned that, hey, this is a way for me to get outside and have a good time. I'll play all day for 2 shots that I hit well. But it's you against the course. You're not dependent upon the other guy, or the other girl, whatever. It's you. Yeah, I like that. I also do not believe that things that have judges that determine outcomes are sports. Meg and I have this argument every time there's an Olympics. She loves figure skating. I like to watch figure skating too. But anytime you leave something in the hand of a judge, that sport, boxing if there's no knockout, what else is diving, all these things where you already have a human element to it with the person competing. Now you've got another 3 humans sitting over here, talking about, I didn't see this, and I hate that shit. I want something with a winner and a loser determined by something that's real. We scored more runs than you, we won. Fencing, there's sports, I guess. They are sports, but I don't enjoy those kind of sports as much because I'll tell you where this started. What Olympics was it, honey, when the pairs figure skating, and they just got robbed. And of course, they corrected it, but it was the Canadians won, right?
I think so. It's
That
been many years
the
ago.
Russians, they gave it to the Russians because the Russians judges were cheating. And I was like, this is the biggest bullshit of all time, And we were watching it live, and Meg knows a lot more about that than I do. And she was in full agreement. I mean, anybody could have seen that group was better, that pair was better than the other pair. And I mean, they were stunned, It's because some damn judge, was like, oh. Same thing with the legal system. Interpreting the law is, as opposed to making law. Something else about this breaking thing. This is supposed to be fun. And a lot of people make it not fun because they want to argue or complain or, like you're imprisoned to break in our room or something. We don't have that problem really. I mean, I come across as being, I guess, a very even keel person, but I'm not really. I'm kind of a Godfather type maniac, but this is kind of my escape, so I get to come on here and have a good time and, break some helmets or at least run my mouth for a while. But man, some of my fellow breakers and stuff, they have so much damn drama goes on in their room over stuff that I just can't believe that customers would be that And same thing with eBay, man. If you want to lose all hope in humanity, sell stuff on eBay. I posted that on my Facebook page the other day. We got great customers. A lot of y'all came from eBay, so don't hear what I'm not saying, and I appreciate it. But damn, man, for every 10 great customers, we have a douchebag on eBay. Well, I didn't know that's what it was. And of course, we sell more than brake spots too. Or, like I've got these baseball cards. I bought 12 cases of Topps Series 1 because I thought they would get hot later in the year. They did. So now we're selling them. And I put on there, when you buy on eBay, it says projected shipping date. It's like 14 days out. Arrival date. Well, we always beat that, but I mean, I'm busy, and it's not like I'm shipping you a new lung or something. It's a damn box of baseball cards, Man, people freak out. Well, if I'd have known that, I wouldn't have bought it. Well, you did know that up front. It was right there. Anyway, Therapeutic Words by Jamie. All right, yeah, you do have fun. We do have fun. I'm talking because I multitask when I'm doing this, and I get texts from people that have, and I get calls from other breakers that we all know. I'm not gonna mention their names, and we talk, and some of the stuff that they have to endure. I'm like, my God, man, no wonder you want to drink, So anyway, that's what I had to say about that. Okay. All right, let's sell some more spots. These baseballs are cheap. Get some folks in here. We've got 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I can count. It says we've now been streaming for 25 minutes. Well, thanks, YouTube. Tell me. I still got our main event series. This is not football night, so I've really not brought it up. We'll be back on probably Friday night soon when we'll be on. But anyway, that series has been doing really well for us. And it's cheap, $60 a division. I got several speed flex left in that. There's no replicas or speed reps in that. It's all, if they are, they're chromes or blazes or something. So anyway, let's get this one sold. Let's holler out to some folks and say, hey, we're doing baseball tonight. Everybody screams baseball, and then they're like, I don't want to do it. I don't know. Very interesting. How many of you have heard of these Hey Dude shoes? Y'all heard of that? Hey Dude. Kyle's gonna take 3 more. Alright, I'm gonna put you right there. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 left. Check them out. I got a couple 3 pair of them. They're relatively inexpensive, and they're very lightweight, stylish. I'm what I'd call a shoe whore, so I got a lot of shoes. I really don't know why, but I just do. They're inexpensive, they're lightweight, and they look good. Check them out, Hey Dude. And they come across, or they did to me, I thought, man, this is a new company. They've been in business since 2008. So apparently not so new. Well, I sure can pull up a pic. Why didn't I think of that? Zachary, you're smart. It's got music with it or something. I don't want to do that. We don't want your music. Let me find a better thing here. All right, here you go. Phil, these are randoms. There they are. And they're I would highly recommend these to people. I am not sponsors, no sponsors. But anyway, check those out. Hey dude, I'll close that so we can see. Phil, these are randoms, so only 5. Did I count you wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, only 5 more. I got you. Yeah, they do look good, and I'm pretty particular about, well, that, but they really are pretty good. They feel good too. They don't weigh anything either. 3 left. 3 left on this baseball, Series 3 baseball. Baseball, Series 3 baseball. I got 3 left, unless somebody's. I got 3 left. So, close. Scott P's going to close them. Perfect. All right. Well, let's pull up random.org and have our first origin of the night. Scott P beat you to it by a nose on that one, Mario. Appreciate you jumping in there. Random.org. Leave 16 and then leave 19 through 30. All right. Let me get over here. Randomize you. 1. All right, there it is. I'm waiting for payments to come in. I don't need that. Come back. All right, once the payments roll in, we will break that one open, and I'll give you a few minutes to trade them while you're paying. Go ahead and use this time to trade as well, and I will check out payments, and I will put you in bold. It's got to be 2, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got the Mets anyway. What do you think about Lonzo there? Rookie of the year, right? Yeah, he is a rookie, correct? I don't keep up with the Mets. That's would kind of be antithetical being a Yankees fan, I guess. But what do you think of Lonzo? Obviously, he's leading the league in home runs, so doing something right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kyle, I've got you with 6 spots for 24 total. Yeah, 40. I saw that. Well, I didn't see it live, but I saw the stat line on that. Is he? You think he's? You think he's got enough? You think he's got enough time to break the record, or no? No, there wasn't a threefer on this deal. It's it's $4 a piece. Um, Anybody trading? Is there anybody trading? Brewers for Dodgers? Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing there? Yeah, they keep going up on prices. It's like every time I buy stuff, it's like, oh, it's 12 cents more. And that 12 cents turns into $1 after the 10th time, of course. And then next thing you know, they're hitting you at a quarter at a time. It's even when we're buying in bulk like we are. Is there any more trades? Any more trades? I don't see any more trades. Scott got the Mets. All right, let's break this. All right, so Meg's going to help us out here. If you grab a Series 3 baseball over there, honey. See him right there? And we'll go ahead and all right, let me make sure nobody else is slipping the trade in there at the last second. All right, here we go.
Ready? Yeah.
Can you see it? Can you see it? I can. If you go a little further away, it'd be better. Right there's perfect. That's good. I'm gonna pull up baseballreference.com. I know I'm not. I'm not gonna jinx this. I'm gonna say it's something that it's just gonna be something fantastic here. That I'll know who it is. Which doesn't necessarily mean I know who he played the most for. Fantastic here. That I'll know who it is. Which doesn't necessarily mean I know. Be careful. Don't hurt yourself over there.
Well, I won't either.
Try not to hurt the bull. I got you. I got you.
Lewis. Can you see that?
I cannot. I wanted to see the signature first, but bring
Okay.
it. Do not touch the signature, please. Or the ball if you can help it. Some people are finicky about it. Use the white gloves. Some people are finicky about it. Use the white gloves. Let's see if it's got any inscriptions on it.
No.
What does it say? It's got his nickname on there, which is, who knows, I can't remember. L something.
But it's Luis
Luis Tiant. Okay. Let's go to baseballreference.com. Luis Tiant, standard pitching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with Cleveland. Minnesota's not in the running. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boston Red Sox. Boston Red Sox, where this is going, 229 wins. Luis Tiant. And let's see who. El Tiante. That's what it says. El Tiante is what the inscription says. So the Boston Red Sox going out to Zach G. Mr. Zach G. I don't know how you feel about that being a Yankees fan. We have a Boston Red Sox burning party every second Tuesday. Every second Tuesday. Zach G with a Boston Red Sox El Tiante baseball. We have bats. This is from last week. I'll erase that. We have jerseys. We have batting helmets. And we have that batting helmet double header, which is a full size and a mini bitty helmet, baby helmet. And we got triple plays. I'll erase this. This is from the other day. And we got our main event series if you want to do football. Or we can do another baseball. It's up to you. It's up to you. Kid Capone was in here the other night. I haven't seen him, or I've seen him talk to him, son. Seen him and talk to him, Sam. Both. And we got our main event series if you want to do football. Or we can do another friend request from people you don't know. Yeah, our baseball series, our batting helmet series is right here. This is what we have. We've got half the spots full. We got a Bo Jackson Royals, Pete Lonzo, Mike Trout, Vladi Jr., Machado, Altuve, Andujar. These are 3 for 30. 3 for 30 on those. This is a loaded series. On the wall over here, if you want to take a look, they are in the brown boxes to your right there on the right-hand side. So that's our batting helmet series. And it's loaded. I'm surprised those haven't sold faster. We don't push them a whole lot, I guess is part of the reason there. But as batting helmets go, you can get into our series for $10 a spot, or you can get Hit Parade for $7. So it's kind of $3, guaranteed with something. I mean, that's $1,000 helmet right there, guys and gals. Mike Trout. I know there's probably not any gals in here watching, but I like to be inclusive. Don't let it be said that Empire guys don't include everybody. PC over here, buddy. Meg's laughing at me. You're funny, you. You're so crazy. How's everybody doing in their fantasy football leagues? I was down by 11 going into that Cleveland game and I had Odell Beckham and won by 12. Let's break another something. Let's do 2 baseball items in one night. Come on, this is cheap stuff. This batting helmet series right here, 3 for 30. How's everybody doing in their fantasy football league? I'm 2-0. I usually do 5 or 6 leagues. This year, we couldn't get enough people in time to do the draft for our Empire Guys League, so we didn't do it. So I'm only in 1 league, but I've been in that league 24 years. Obviously, it was a pen and paper league for a long, long time. And I'm 2-0 right now, which doesn't mean anything, obviously. 3 for 30 deal. Okay, well, Phil's going to take 3. Do not pay, please. These folks have paid that are in bold already in the past. The bats are priced right now at $6 a spot. $6 a spot on the bats. Our batting helmet series is 3 for 30. And these are some of the headliners in that. There's a Bo Jackson Royals, Pete Lonzo, Mike Trout, Vladi Jr., Machado, Altuve, Andujar. I'm sure there are. Hit Parade does that shit all the time. Last bat was a Goose Gossage. Who won the Goose Gossage bat? Does anybody remember? It was Yankees, but I don't remember who won it. Obviously, Goose was a pitcher. Mario won it, yeah. won the Goose Gossage bat? Does anybody remember? It was Yankees, but I don't remember. Great pitcher. Great nickname, right? Great nickname. All right, there's 8 in the room. Look at this. We can get this one full, maybe 3 for. I mean, this is. If this were football helmets, everybody'd be like, "Wow, let's do it. 3 for 30." Does anybody want us to do a replica series for football helmets? Because I got a garage full that we'll get rid of for like $6 a spot. I mean, I'll do $6 spots on replica helmets, football helmets, if y'all want to. Does anybody want us to do a replica series for football helmets? Because I got a garage full that we'll get rid of for like $6. All right, so don't pay until we feel. Don't pay until we feel. I don't have them packaged or anything, Zach, but would anybody be interested in replica helmets? I know that's a bad word. Now, people are like, oh my God, replicas. But I got a garage full of them that we'll probably do. I'll do them $6 a spot all day long. Shipped, tipped, see ya. So... And I've got some good stuff in that stuff. You know, but they're replicas. They're not real helmets. What if I want to wear one? It just makes no sense to me. You know, the value's in the signature, isn't it? Anybody can have a damn Speedflex helmet. If it's not signed, it's worthless. It's a flower pot. No, they're signed with COAs and everything. Yes, they're signed. You can wear it if you want to, but I mean, you know, is this a working helmet? Is this helmet will actually, you know, who cares? And people do. Speed Rep and Speed Pro look the same on the shelf. Pay your $300 more. Rydell, appreciate your business. Yeah, the reps, man. I'll do a rep series. I've got 200 of them. I'll put together a series and we'll blow them out of here. I might even do a 3 for 15, something like that, if y'all are interested. Oh yeah, no, I was just, you know, people are like, man, I don't want replicas, man. Replica, I mean, hell. Okay, well, there's 3 of you. I'll put something together and we'll do that. I'll just start blowing them out of here. Make room for my car. Meg's car, probably. Go first. She gets preferential treatment around here. Her and the cat. You and the cat. Let's fill up this one. Let's break one of these helmets. Only got 19 left. They're all good. They're all, if you broke them in Hit Parade, you'd be like, man, that's good. All of them. Okay. So, and then you've got some in here. I mean, that right there. They're all good. But yeah, I'll put together, Pete and I'll put together a replica series and we'll sell them. We'll do it. He's like, you buy 9, Zach. Again, please do not pay. Please do not pay until... Yeah, I'll put together a replica series. Shit. Probably do $6 a spot and probably do a 6-4 deal. 6 for 30. So that'll probably be what we do. I need to turn it off, this break music. Sorry about that. I don't have my headphones on. And, what is that cat doing? Alright, Scott. So we got 3 clothes. Now we do team fills. On those replicas, we do team fills. So 3 team spots. I would probably do $6 a spot or 6 for 30. That's probably what we'll do. Do a 6-4 deal. All right. That's so good. That's nice. We closed one of ours. Yeah, they're all random. They'd be just like this right here. I'd probably do $6 a spot or 6 for 30. That's probably what we'll do. 6 for. Yeah, they're all All right, so let's get these payments in now that we're closed. You're closed. You're still on. You're open. Paid. So let's get these payments in. Paid. And paid. See, somebody just bought some baseball cards on eBay while we've been on here. And they're going to want them yesterday. I promise you. I guarantee you. Where are they? It's like I'm mailing them a blood transfusion. Oh, that's a big, I don't know, Phil. So it's an all-star ball, right? 93 all-star ball. And you're asking if you would get him to put the inscription, Hall of Fame inscription. No, I probably wouldn't. If it says 93, a game used 93 all-star ball, I would get him to put something else on there. Inscription-wise. Inscriptions are always good, but I don't know about having the Hall of Fame on a 93 all-star ball. I may have him put something like, what would I have him put? I would have him put the big unit on there. That's what I would have him put on there. Ha, you said unit. All right, let's pull random.org up. Take Luis down. Everybody's paid. Yeah, I'd have him put big unit on there. The big unit. All right, here we go. Random.org. Gonna do you 7 times. 7 origins. Yeah, definitely the big unit, if he will. No, it's just something we started with the football thing. But we can start saying that if you want to. Yeah, on the Yankees. All right, you got a 2-minute song going if you want to trade. Is Randy Johnson the greatest left-handed pitcher of all time? There's a good question for you. A ponderment. Had to try. Yeah. All right, you got a 2-minute song going here. It's half over. If no trades, then we're going to randomize a helmet here. And which is right there. That's what's left. 19s, yeah. And we'll break one open and see what we got here. All right, you got a 2-minute song. I mean, I don't think CC Sabathia is in the running for that. I think you got to start thinking about Sandy Koufax and people like that. No, Leo's not here. Sandy Koufax, Warren Spahn, people like that. No, Leo's not here. No. Randy Johnson is stat-wise. First of all, he won over 300 games, so. That's never going to be done again, probably. 303 wins, 3.29 ERA, 4,800 strikeouts, which I think is second only to Nolan Ryan. It's not even close. All right. Let's figure out which helmet we're going to pull. No trades. Doesn't seem like. Come on, Jamie. Hit the right button here. All right. No trades. Doesn't seem like. Randomizing. Got 19 helmets left. That's 7th time. We randomizing Mickey Mantle number of times. You know that idiot Clint. What's his face? Helmet number 7. Lucky number 7. Clint Frazier asked for Mickey Mantle's number. Yeah, that one. Yeah, let me pull up the wall for you. All right, there's the wall. Midge, find helmet number 7, please. Yeah, go ahead and pull it. Yeah, he asked, and this is why he was obviously still in the minors. I mean, he's a good ball player. But you ain't Mickey Mantle, son. Why don't you just go? I mean, why don't you get real ballsy, go in there and ask for number 3? Hell, just get crazy with it. I want to see the camera, darling. Got to put it on the camera. The number. I need to see the number. He's a good ball player. But you ain't Mickey Mantle, son. Okay, that's fine. Let me say it.
No. Number 3. Sorry, I forgot about this.
Hell, just get crazy with it. Yeah, 7 to 20. Yes.
Sorry.
It's all right. All right, 7 to 20, no trades. Sealed on the top. Sealed on the bottom. Let's see what we end up with. Yeah, why don't you go in there and ask for number 3 or 4? That would be a good one. Yeah, give me Babe Ruth's number 3. Sealed on the top. Sealed on the bottom. Let's see what we end up with. Yeah, why don't you go in there and ask for number 3? That would be a good one. Yeah, give me Babe Ruth's. He might get released for that, yeah. I can't see the number on that. I'm sorry, I was in a daze.
I don't know if it's 41. But we're seeing.
Give me just a second. I'll pull up the name on that. I was not prepared to break one of these tonight, and I can tell you who it is. I can't see the number on that. I'm sorry. Let's leave it on the camera there, and I'll look it up real quick. Yeah, so anyway, and he didn't get almost released for it, but he certainly... He certainly got frowned upon. They laughed at him, actually, is what the story I got was. They laughed at him about it. But I'm looking up who this is. I'm sorry. I would have been more prepared if I thought we were going to get into that. I'm glad we did. But I know who this is. I'm just having one of my lapses. And I'm looking up who this is. I'm sorry, I would have been more prepared if I thought we were. St. Louis, obviously, is the winner, and that goes out to Scott P. And it is Paul Goldschmidt, is who it is. Paul Goldschmidt from.
It was one.
It is going to Scott P. It's Paul Goldschmidt from St. Louis. And it says replica on it, but it's I think that is a when it says replica, it's not like what you're thinking. It's got pads in it and stuff. It's not like those helmets that are. Paul Goldschmidt right there, not having a pretty good year. First baseman, St. Louis. That's a good hit right there. Like I said, we didn't put anything in this series that wasn't good. We did not put anything in this series that wasn't good. So, and that's a Paul Goldschmidt. It's got a helmet stand with it, Scott, and. Congratulations on that. Thanks for playing. It is a super nice helmet. When I got that, which was back several months ago now. Anyway, guy's got 31 home runs. So that is a good hit. We can do baseball bats if you want. They are $6 a spot. I got jerseys. They're actually more than the bats. $7 a spot. They cost more. Standard Hit Parade batting helmets are $7 a piece. The double headers are $8 a piece. It comes with that little mini helmet, which I like to call the little ice cream cup. What was the ice cream place that used to serve it in the mini baseball helmet? Was it Swanson's or Swenson's? What was that?
Well,
Swenson's.
Swenson's, yeah.
Yeah.
They used to serve them like that too at the. Well, they do at the Blue Jays games and then the Smokies games.
Yeah, at the ball games they do, but there was a Baskin Robbins used to do that too. Wow. Yeah, that's kind of what these are too. So I don't really know how much value added it is, but it's kind of neat, and usually they're different teams. So we got those. Those are $8 a piece. The triple plays are $10 a piece. The batting helmets are $7, and the bats, Series 12 bats. The headliners on the Series 12 bats. Also, I have eBay stuff up right now too. So if you're that closes on Sunday. So if you're interested in bidding on your team like we normally do, that eBay stuff closes on Sunday. Listings. Let's see what's active. I was going to read off some of the hits here on this. We've had several bids so far. Well, what about that? On the bat, also got our eBay helmet series up there. On the batting helmet, Series 3 batting helmets, you are looking at headliners including Dave Winfield, Tino Martinez, Juan Soto, Jim Rice, Gary Sanchez in there, Barry Larkin, Craig Biggio, Mike Piazza, Hideki Matsui, Edgar and J.D. Martinez, Reggie Jackson, Carlton Fisk, Bo Jackson's in that Series 3 Hit Parade batting helmet series. And let's see, in the Series 12, come up here, Empire guys. In the Series 12 baseball bats, let me tell you who the headliners are on that, so you can get an idea what you got to deal with there. Why is this not in order? I don't like that. Now it's in order. weirdness. Hit parade here there. In the batting, in the Series 12 bats, right there it is. You can take a look at what the bats are. Getting ready to come up on your screen. This is the promo from Hit Parade itself. So you've got Lonzo. That's spelled wrong, isn't it? Pete Rose, Don Mattingly, Mike Schmidt, Maddox, Sanchez, Barry Bonds is in that. Thomas, man, that Series 12 bat series is loaded. Damn. Yeah, I know. That's what I was just saying. You talk about in the bats, Zach? Yeah, that series is loaded. I copied and pasted that straight off of yeah, that's a loaded series. Sure is. I'll read them off to you. So, Pete Alonso, I spelled it wrong. Pete Rose, Don Mattingly, Madison Bumgarner, Mike Schmidt, greatest overall third baseman ever. In my opinion, Brooks Robinson's the greatest defensive third baseman ever. Rod Carew, which, I mean, God, we say about him. Bucky Dent, Greg Maddux. I'd be okay with a Greg Maddux bat. I would be, because he was a pretty good batter for a pitcher. And plus he's Hall of Famer pitcher. Eddie Murray. Damn, this thing is loaded. Sanchez, Carlton Fisk. They should not be able to put Gary Sanchez next to Carlton Fisk in the same list. Now, I'm a Yankees fan, okay, and all that, but Gary Sanchez is the worst defensive catcher in the league. I don't care what anybody says, that's the truth. Period. Worst defensive catcher in the league. I don't care how good his bat is. Obviously, he can hit home runs. But he is the worst defensive catcher in the league. And to put his name on the same list next to Carlton Fisk is a shame. It really is. It really is. And I'm a Yankees fan, but I'm also a realist. Worst, bad defense. Hell, I'm better than him. I'm not kidding you, man. I am better defensive catcher at 44 years old than Gary Sanchez is right now. No doubt in my mind. The dude can't catch the ball. We're both overweight, so there's a wash. I can't hit the ball, obviously, certainly not like those pros can, but I guarantee you I can do what he does behind the plate. He's terrible. But he's got a great arm, yeah. Pudge Rodriguez had a great arm too, and won 2 MVPs if I recall, and was great defensively. Fantastic defensively. Cost us 5 or 6, maybe 7 games last year by just being behind the plate, and then hit 189. Don't get me started. I've already started myself. Y'all didn't do anything. So Sanchez, Carlton Fisk, Terry Pendleton, Barry Bonds, J.D. Martinez, Whitey Ford. I wouldn't mind having that either. Cal Ripken Jr., Frank Thomas, Joe Carter, Nolan Ryan's on here. Canseco, Tim Anderson, Chipper Jones, and Wade Boggs. God, that series is loaded, boys and girls. He's like, I am broke. Stop tempting me with stuff. There's a friend of ours that comes in and breaks sometimes. You've probably seen his name, Hawaii Mike. He posted on Facebook today. This is one of the funniest and cutest things ever. He had a Baker Mayfield helmet. It looks like it's a Speed Authentics, what it is. And his daughter wanted to show him a surprise of an art picture she created, and she took a black marker and squiggly lined it all over the signature and everything. So he posted it. It's like, I could never be mad at you. And he's a Bears fan, but it's hilarious, man. It's like the best thing ever. All right, so we got 7 to close on these bats. That is great. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but it's cute though. I mean, he wins a lot of helmets too, and I don't guess he's obviously a Bears fan, but it's still funny. And she's so cute, you couldn't be mad at her. I mean, I'm sure you wanted to be mad for a minute, but it's funny. That's one of those should go viral in the breaking world things. All right, so we got 7 left. Let's close the bat out, and then we can go to sleep. Well, I can go to sleep. Y'all can do whatever you want to. Stop telling us to go to sleep, damn it. Baker Mayfield, probably the real deal. That 89-yarder to OBJ helped me win that ball game the other day. And man, I played. I told this the other night, but we finally got our league online after begging the commissioner for years. Finally online, we use Flea Flicker, which is pretty good. You can set a lot of parameters and whatever, and it's free. So anyway, we use Flea Flicker, and it rates your coach rating. How and what it does is, like, if you leave somebody on the bench that scored more than somebody that you have in play, then your coaching rating goes down. Okay, obviously, because you should have started this guy, and of course, how do you know? A lot of luck involved, injuries. I have Drew Brees, and I started Dak instead of Drew Brees, which was a hard call to make, but anyway, Flea Flicker, yeah, it's pretty good, and it's free. I prefer the ESPN one, but because the app on the phone's better. There's not an app for Flea Flicker. You gotta just dial into the system. I think. I can't remember. Anyway, that doesn't matter. So my coaching rating was 100%. I couldn't have done any better. I got fortunate and just happened to start the right guys, because my starters are really strong, and my bench is pretty weak. But I sat Breeze and played Dak. I thought, well, they're playing, the Redskins, and Breeze is playing the Rams, and of course I didn't dream that he'd get hurt. Anyway, but my coaching rating is 100%. I went into Monday night down by 11 points to this other guy. Jets, Browns. He has Le'Veon Bell. And this is not a PPR league. It's a mixed league. Running backs really matter. Yeah, no. Jameis Winston's killing you. It's what's killing you. But just to interject there. Jim, are you Leo Elo too? Or did I make that up? I can't remember. You have several screen names. Yeah. So anyway, go in down by 11, Le'Veon Bell. I think it's over. I'm thinking, well, Browns are, they're believing their own hype. They got rolled up by the Titans, who are terrible. and Le'Veon Bell's gonna get 10 points in this league, right? And I was down until, yeah, okay, I thought so. Was down until the end, and that 89-yard pass, I won. I won by 11, I think, because you get points for over 100 yards and for certain long plays. So he came through for me. I'm not saying I'm going to get that fortunate again, but it could happen. All right, so we got 7 to close. This batting helmet series is loaded. I read off the names on the. Well, I'm gonna put your names on here, and I'm gonna put them in italics and see if everybody will do it. These are conditionals. All right, I was going to read the list again for those that just came in. All right, so Pete Alonso, Pete Rose, Don Mattingly, Madison Bumgarner, Mike Schmidt, Rod Carew, Bucky Dent, Greg Maddux, Eddie Murray, Gary Sanchez, Carlton Fisk, Terry Pendleton, Barry Bonds, J.D. Martinez, Nolan Arenado, Whitey Ford. Yeah, like to have Whitey Ford on a baseball. Cal Ripken Jr., Frank Thomas, Joe Carter, Nolan Ryan. There again. Nolan Ryan wasn't a bad hitter for a pitcher. Jose Canseco, Chipper Jones, Wade Boggs, and more. This Series 12 is loaded. All right, 2 more to close. 2 more to close. And then we'll break a baseball bat. That cat's crazy. So now, and I almost made a terrible trade. I mean, on paper, well, it wouldn't be a terrible trade. That's not correct. What I just said. Here are my quarterbacks, okay, in that league. I have got Dak Prescott. All right, these are no longer conditional. These are straight up. Once the payments come in, we will roll them, break it. So I've got Dak Prescott. This is my lineup. This is a keeper league now. We've been in this league 24 years. I got Dak Prescott. I got David Johnson, Chris Carson, Odell Beckham, DeAndre Hopkins, Amari Cooper. Vikings defense, I've got Derek Carr and Drew Brees. I picked up Burkhead, Cortland Sutton, A.J. Brown, Tony Pollard, who's the backup at Dallas for Zeke. So that's my team, right? So I was going to make a trade because running backs really matter in this league, okay? Should they? No, but they do. It's not my. It's somebody else started the league and do whatever they want. And I was going to trade Dak and Cooper, okay? Because I've got in my mind a healthy Drew Brees, right? Dak and Amari Cooper to a guy that's got Zeke Elliott to give him the triad, right? Well, 4. Sam Darnold back, young quarterback, and darn it, I'll tell you in a minute. I thought this was a good trade. I'll look it up in a second. I can't remember. Who it was, and another running back. You have to trade player for player in this league. They can't can't be lopsided. You have to have the right roster, so you can't carry one more of a player or anything like that. We do have a scout team, and you can do that, but it's kind of a pain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right there. M's paid. Yeah, well, true. I was trying to figure out what the trade was, though. I had actually more to say there that was pertinent. Let me see who the other player was. I was going to trade. I got a friend of mine that talks. I mean, we've been friends for 25 years, and he texts me just as much on Facebook Messenger as he does on text. I don't understand the concept of that. Facebook Messenger is not good in any respects whatsoever. Waiting for the payments to come in. As soon as they all come in, we will randomize you, and then yeah, I got yours, Mike. It just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. And Scott, are you still with us? Just waiting for one more payment to roll in. Venmo's kind of behind, looks like. I'm gonna look it up. I know it's driving me crazy. Let's see who this was. Anyway, it was another running back. I thought it was a good deal for me. And then Breeze got hurt, and I backed off on it. Oh, okay. I'm looking in the wrong place then. Sorry. All right, there it is. All right, so let's randomize you here. Let's see where. Right there. Sam Darnold and somebody. I don't know who the other running back was. It was somebody worth having. It wasn't Darnold I was after, because I have quarterbacks, right? So anyway, I don't remember. 1, 2, and then Breeze got hurt, and I backed off on it. And then he made another trade with somebody that wasn't nearly as good as. The one I was going to offer him, in my opinion, but you know. All right. All right, let's make these larger. We can see them. This is intended for you to look over here, by the way. People have sometimes asked me why the font's so small, but it's not. All right, here's your 2-minute trade timer song. Let me know if you want to trade them. You got the Yankees again, Phil. Oh, God. This is your night, man. Yankees magnet. Phillies for Nats. So we are trading. I'll make that in yellow. Damn, spelled it. Well, he's a Nats fan, so if he didn't have the Nats, he probably would have traded you. Got a few. You got a minute 30 left on your trade timer. We got one of those bats up here. There's a bunch downstairs. 10 of them.
Where are they?
They're downstairs. They're in the garage again. Astros for Red Sox. Is that what we're doing? Yes. Did you just trade for Boston? Oh no, you traded away Boston. I got you. That's like. Does that say Series 12 on it? Yep, I see it. All right, trade timer is up. Tell me what you want to do on selling this stuff. I'll do Rockies for Braves. Oh, here was the deal. I figured it out now. Are you buying that spot? How's that going? Let's go ahead and break this one. My trade was Dak and Cooper for Sam Darnold and Mike Thomas back. Michael Thomas from the Saints. I thought that was a great deal for me, especially since I'm loaded at quarterback. I've got Breeze, Cooper, whatever. So I take. Would you rather have the Breeze Michael Thomas connection or the Dak Cooper connection? I'm thinking Breeze Thomas. I thought that was a no-brainer for it. Okay. All right, so all right, y'all, that's to work it out on your own there now. I'm not in on that deal. I made it green for cash. I'd rather you send it to him, if you will. That. All right, here, let's break this thing. Let's get it done. I'm going to. This is going to be stage. Meg, turn around, honey, so we can see it, please. It's too high, honey. I can't. All right, there's your Series 12 bat. I got numbers on them, which mean nothing. Hit Parade even says that. All right, let's open this one. Good luck, everybody. Let it be something good. I hate when a pitcher gets pulled on a bat. I don't work for Hit Parade, so I am going to talk to them about that, though. I mean, it's not like they don't have enough players to sign these things. My God. You know, just from the ratio on the field, it's an 8-to-1 deal, right? With, did it have a name on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't show it yet. Let's see the bat. Yeah, I would take a Nolan Ryan on a bat. I would. I'd take a Greg Maddux on a bat. I'd be okay with that. I'm not a snob about it. I prefer it to be a hitter, you know. I would also take a Babe Ruth on a bat. Ooh, it's a dual signature. Holy shit, that's Bill Buckner, I think. Bill Buckner on the left. Who's the other one?
Wilson.
Mookie Wilson?
Yeah.
How is that going to work?
Sorry, I missed your camera.
Yeah, the camera's messed up now. That is a Mookie Wilson and who was a Met. That this is intended to, because Mookie Wilson's the one that hit the ball between Buckner's legs.
Yeah.
Buckner Wilson. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is this is a great hit. Okay, first of all, what we're going to do is go to the display and see who's got the Red Sox, which is going to be Mike G, and the New York Mets, which is going to be Scott P. And we're going to randomize those off. We're going to randomize those off. I was watching that game. All right, so here's what we're going to do. All right, I'm going to take Mike G and Scott P. We're going to randomize it 7 times, and whoever comes out on top will be the winner of that bat. That's a great hit right there. That's baseball history, obviously. Bill Buckner never did really recover from that emotionally, I don't think, and which is sad because obviously, and a lot of people think that was the final game. That was not the final game of that series. Yeah, I wish that we can cut this sucker down the middle. We can cut this. I have a bandsaw. Table saw, miter saw, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right there, 6 times. All right, let's see who comes out on top. And Scott P comes out on top. Congratulations, Scott. You've got a bat now to match the baseball. Scott P wins that one. Yeah, I wish that were a dual hit. Hate to see anybody lose on a deal like that, but that's a great hit right there. Congratulations. That wasn't even on the list, was it? Anytime you get a dual signature from something like that, then that is one of modern baseball times. I mean, you got to think that's one of the most memorable moments, wouldn't you say, of all time? I mean, it is. I mean, everybody knows that play, especially if you're in Boston. I mean, you type in Bill Buckner play and it pulls up. That was game 6. And that series went to 7 games, I believe. I don't think that. You can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but see, that's the other thing too. This is very important to note. That was in game 6. Okay, so they lost that when they had it in hand. But look here at game 7. Boston led game 7 by 3-0 going into the bottom of the 6th. Rallied and take a 6-3 lead and eventually won 8-5 for their second World Series. You know, the first one was the Miracle Mets with the real Tom Terrific on that one. Buckner went 2 for 4 in that game and scored one of Boston's 2 runs in the 8th. So redeemed himself. Probably shouldn't feel bad about it, but man, that was crazy. So anyway, yeah, I want to call it a night too. Thanks everybody for coming out and spending time and your money with us. I know you can do it anywhere else, and we appreciate you. I'm probably going to be back on Friday night. Not going to try to compete with football games. Thursday night, obviously, football. So Friday night, we'll be back on Friday night. And look for us on Facebook. We'll do baseball. I've got some hockey stuff too in stock. Baseball, hockey, and we'll continue our series as well. So from Jamie and Meg and Pete, who's not in tonight, Empire Guys out. We'll see you next time.